We have a real problem with our shower, and today we're gonna fix it. Hey guys, Mike from RVBlogger here, and today we are going to replace our shower faucet and shower head because they both leak really bad. And I don't know about you guys, but when we go camping, it seems like we end up boondocking quite a bit. Either we're in a park somewhere, a national or a state park where there are no hookups, or maybe at a Harvest Host location where there are no hookups. And so for us, it's very important to conserve water, and that way we don't have to dump our tanks as often. And in the case of our shower, it leaks both from the faucet and from the shower head. So when we run our faucet, when we turn off the shower head, water drips out of here at a pretty quick rate, and it also leaks out of the shower head at a pretty fast rate when we turn it off. So even when the water's supposedly off, it's still dripping pretty bad. So we're going to go ahead and replace those two items today, and you'll get to see us do that. So first things first though, we're going to replace or remove the shower curtain, and I recommend you do the same so you don't rip it down while you're making your shower head or shower faucet replacement. I'm also going to take down our shower caddy, which we absolutely love. For the longest time, we were driving around, we would put all this stuff away every time we broke camp and had to drive somewhere. We'd try to stick it in the cabinet, under the sink. Sometimes we'd just leave it in the tub and it would roll around in there. Obviously nothing's going to stay on our shower shelves. So Susan, the queen of all things cool that you can find on the internet, found our shower caddy, and now everything fits in there, never falls anywhere. We don't have to take it down when we drive, and so it's been really great. Okay, so now that we have our shower curtain removed, we're going to go ahead and turn on the faucet so that I can show you exactly what's going on with the old shower setup. So we have an old two-handle version, which we like. That works. So it runs into our tub. All this is fine, but when you go ahead and pop this up, you can see a couple of problems right off the bat. Number one, we don't have a very good shower. Number two, it still leaks out of here at a pretty good rate. And then when we go ahead and turn the faucet off, it still continues to leak out of here pretty badly. I'm going to move it because it's leaking all over the place. And it leaks out of the faucet at the bottom at the same time. So I'm guessing all the seals or gaskets or washers or whatever are all shot, and it's time to just go ahead and replace everything. So as you may have noticed, in our shower / tub, we actually have a faucet with a spout so that you could fill up your tub with water while you're in there. But the new faucet that we bought does not have a spout. For us, we think that works better, but if we ever need to fill up the tub, we'll just use the handheld shower to just fill up the tub. But we rarely do that. So we went ahead and we bought a faucet without the spout because I thought it's one less thing that could go wrong and leak over time. We chose to buy what's called a Dura faucet, and it's a two-handle faucet in chrome color. We like this particular one because it has 4.7 out of 5 stars, and there were 1,075 reviews on it. So pretty good social proof that this is a pretty good faucet to be able to use. So we'll find out. Okay, so the other part we bought is our handheld shower sprayer, and this is a PIH brand, also in chrome. Comes with a chrome colored hose, chrome colored shower head. The things that we really liked about this particular shower head are that it comes with 3 different settings. One is a full shower spray, One is a massage spray, and then it has a nice off position, and hopefully it will work better than the one that we have. And the other thing that we like about this particular shower head is that it is rated to spray at a higher pressure. So if you noticed our old shower head, the water just basically fell out of the faucet. There was really no pressure there. This one should spray out much stronger and give us a better shower in the process. So at this point, we're going to go ahead and begin to remove the old shower head and get the new stuff installed. Okay, so here we are in the shower, and we're going to go ahead and disconnect the shower valve. The first thing that you need to do before you're doing any work is to put your tub plug in, because you don't want to drop anything and have it go down the drain. Whoops. Put that baby in. Now, I caulked this part in myself, and I caulked around here as well, so I know I have to run my knife around those edges to undo those areas. Plus, I'm going to pull my drain out real quick and get this hose out of here. Might as well have that drain down the drain at least. Also brought a towel to try to keep myself dry in here. Now, you probably can't tell, but I am not a trained plumber, and I've had no technical training of any type regarding plumbing.
Well, if they didn't know, they may soon find out.
Susan's on standby and ready to call 911 at a moment's notice.
No, I can't. I'm using my phone.
Oh my God. Help me. Now I'm going to loosen the back bolts off of the shower faucet and pull this baby off of here, I hope. I just realized that there's still some water pressure in the system, even though I turned off the water pump before I began. So I just opened up the sink faucet here to relieve some of that pressure. Otherwise, when I pop the bolts off the back of this thing, there would be water going everywhere. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, so I have to turn my nuts that way.
Yes, you do that.
So for the next part, we just need to mount our new faucet onto this piece. And the first thing that needs to go on is this little rubber gasket piece. The flat end needs to go towards this piece that you're going to mount it to. The faucet, I think I might have it backwards. You could really just put it on here like this to start with. And then stick it on here. It's pretty clear this black piece needs to be towards the top, because that's where your shower head hose is going to connect to and run up to the sprayer. All right, the next part is just to go ahead and attach the washers to the back of this unit so we get a nice snug fit together. And then after we have that done, we'll attach these pieces to the hot and cold water supply, and we should be all set with the faucet installation. Okay, there we go. Now I'm just going to take a minute and clean some of this mold out of here before I go ahead and reattach it. So we'll take care of that real quick too. Luckily, we always have some Clorox spray on board and plenty of paper towels. So we'll be able to clean this baby right up in a jiffy. Now I noticed a couple things when I was just cleaning up real quick, and that is there is some silicone still left around the edge of this piece. So I'm just going to go ahead and trim that off as well to make sure when I put it back on the wall I get a nice snug fit. Pretty good. All right, now the next step is just to connect the hot and the cold water lines. So we just turned on the water pump real quick just to get some water pressure in the lines. That way, while I still have this off the wall, I can at least peek around behind here and feel around behind here a little bit and make sure that I don't have any leaks. So far, everything looks pretty good. Everything feels good. Fingers are dry. So now that we know everything's dry back here, I can go ahead and remount this back on the wall. Okay, the next step is just going to be to go ahead and assemble the handheld sprayer and shower head and then screw it on top of the faucet and we should be all set. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is replace the part that holds the new shower head. Our old one is kind of a tan color and the new one is this nice chrome color. So I think we'd rather have that. Plus this is made for the new shower faucet so it'll fit in here better. So we'll go ahead and take care of that now. Okay, so when I went to put this new piece up that holds our new shower sprayer, it does not, the holes do not line up exactly like the old ones were. So I need to use my drill, and I reset my drill bit into the chuck really far just so I don't make a mistake and drill too far, because on the other side of that wall is where my bed is and I don't want to pop a hole all the way through. So I've had this drill gun, by the way, for years. I mean, this thing is awesome. And it's been dropped, banged around. You can see it's been worked pretty hard. It's been spray painted. But it's lasted. And the batteries have lasted a good long time too. So great piece of equipment. I love using rigid tools. The rest of the way. And that just pops right on there. all set. Okay, so the next part of the process involves just hooking up the hose and the shower head itself. So, nice metal fittings. That's kind of good. That's really good. So anyway, both ends are the same, and all we need to do is get them hooked up. Now, one thing to note really quickly is that it comes with these optional water restrictors. You'll notice California has a water restriction rate of 1.8 gallons a minute. And then it has this other one that you can use voluntarily at 2.5 gallons per minute, or you don't have to put them in at all. We're going to go ahead with the 2.5 gallons a minute because, again, the whole idea when we take a shower is to use as little water as possible, but we just, you know, and we don't need it to leak. So we're going to go ahead and put in the water restrictor in ours. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and pop our water restrictor in. It just fits right in like that. And then I have a washer seated in here, black washer, and then just screw these together. It says on the instructions not to use plumber's tape, which I was really surprised about, but because it's plastic fittings, you don't want to use plumber's tape. And you also only need to screw these hand tight, no tools needed. Now we just need to go ahead and screw the other end onto our new faucet. Now, when the new faucet came, it did not have this round piece to run the hose through. And if I take it off of here, I'm going to be left with 2 screw holes. So rather than do that, I'm just going to leave the old piece in place, and we'll just use that. Unfortunately, it won't be chrome, but I think we'll be okay. Again, you just, no plumber's tape, hand tight. And that's it. We have our new shower head and faucet installed. I'm going to go ahead and run everything now real quick just to test it. As long as everything works okay, I'll dry everything up and go ahead and get everything silicone caulked in. And we should be all set. All right, so everything is hooked up, and we're going to go ahead and give it our trial run, see how it goes. Whoa, it's on the massage setting to start with. Really good water pressure. That's the off setting, which is nice. No more leaking. A couple of little drips there, but that should stop in a second. Perfect. And nothing leaking out of the bottom. So now when we turn the water off, it's really off. And oops, much nicer water pressure that we'll be able to shower with as well. So I would say we did all right. One other thing I want to show you guys that we did is on our bathtub shower, we put these little corner pieces in place, both on the front and the back end of the shower tub. And that's because when we would be in here taking a shower, water would usually leak, just like you're seeing it here, out. And that's because when I was working on the shower, I popped it loose. But when I'm re-siliconing everything, I'll go ahead and hit this as well. And this will keep water from running around the edge of the shower and then out and onto the floor. The biggest reason this happens in RVs is because they're usually not perfectly level. And also, you know, your bathtub at home is set so that the back of the bathtub is just a hair lower than the front of the bathtub. And so any water that gets on the rim around your tub at home will stay towards the back of the tub and roll into the tub. In an RV, you know, it's pretty rare that we're perfectly level. If we were parked pointed uphill, we wouldn't have a problem. Usually we're parked a little downhill because I like to sleep with the back of the RV higher than the front, and acid reflux. And so when we're taking a shower, any water that gets around the edge of this tub is just going to run towards the front of the RV right out of the shower. So we put the little corners in place, and that's really done the trick for us. Well, we hope you found our video to be informative and helpful if you need to replace a shower in your RV. You might have noticed earlier in the video that we were sitting in our brand new dinette tabletop that we replaced recently, and we made a video about that as well. So we hope you might want to check that out and check out all of our videos on YouTube. Please also hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that when we produce new videos, you'll be notified right away. Check us out on our website, RVBlogger.com, also for all kinds of interesting blog articles that can help you be the best RVer that you can be. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching.